Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well this fall. It's Halloween today, and as many of you know, we can't go trick-or-treating this year, but we decided to have some fun at our Airbnb and make apple pie. That might sound kind of weird for this time because, you probably don't usually have apple pie on Halloween, but the reason I decided to do this is because as we were going along the northeastern states, we saw a lot of apple trees. We went apple picking and had some things like apple cider and apple cider donuts. And we're gonna make some apple pie tonight, so enjoy the video. Oh, I'm really sorry guys, but this year we can't go trick-or-treating.
Oh.
But we can make our own treats right here.
Really? Like what? Like what?
We can make apple pie.
Yes, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go. Let's go. Hi, here's the ingredients you need. Water, flour, and shortening and salt and ginger and cinnamon sugar and cloves and apples and lemon juice. The first thing that we're gonna make is the pie crust. And for that, we're gonna need 2 cups of flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a cup of shortening, and 4 to 8 tablespoons of water. We're gonna take our flour and salt and we're gonna mix them up. Now we're gonna take the shortening and we're gonna mix it in with the flour and salt that we already mixed up. And we're gonna cut it up like this, little crosses, until it's into small pieces. We chopped up the shortening and mixed it in with the flour and salt. Now we're gonna put the water in, 1 tablespoon at a time. Now the dough is done, and we're gonna split it into 2 balls and form the pie crusts.
So I've rolled out the bottom crust of our pie, and now I am going to put it into the pie pan. And you're just gonna put it out like this. And this part can be kind of tricky if your dough is too thin and it rips, but just keep trying it again and just fold it back and it'll be okay. Then I'm going to take my top crust and put a little bit of flour down. And then I'm going to start rolling this out. And all you need to do is, if you have a rolling pin, you can roll it up, but you can also just pat it out like this. So I'm just gonna pat it out till it's big enough to go on here, and then we can put the filling in. Just a quick reminder before we continue on with the next steps, don't forget to turn your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit.
The most important thing in a pie is the filling. And to make that, we're going to need a 1/2 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and also a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. You're also going to need 6 to 7 apples, and then 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. The first step is washing and peeling the apples. So we're going to do that now, and then we can go on to the next step. We have washed and peeled our apples. Now we need to cut them up into very thin slices.
Here are sliced up apples and with lemon juice, and we need to put in, wait, what is this? I think I forgot. Flour, sugar, and spice, and we're gonna put it in. I take the spoon out. are going to put it in with all of it. And we're gonna put it in and mix it up. Now we are going to put it in the pie crust. Wait, I just pick it up with the spoon. I'm just put it in.
As you can see here, I've put on the top to our pie, and all the filling is in there right now. So when you're doing the top, you have a few options. You can do like a completely covered one like we have here, or you can do what's called a lattice top, where you take strips of dough and weave them over that. You can look that up if you want, but I just did this. So what you're gonna do after you've done that, you've put the top on, is you're gonna press the top and bottom layers together like this, so they stay together and the stuff doesn't leak out. So just keep pressing that around. And then also, if you want, you can trim the excess dough from around the edges. Oops. Like this. Now you're going to take your knuckle and your 2 fingers and press like this, or actually you can use your pinky. Press like this, and let me show you. On the top, you're going to take it, press like that to make these little wrinkles that will hold this together. Sorry, that's kind of bad. Let me just try it here. And it should sort of look like that when you're done, and you're just going to do that all the way around to hold the sides together. So we are almost done with assembling our pie and getting ready to bake it. The last thing we need to do is poke some holes in the top so the air can release while it's baking and the pressure doesn't build up and it doesn't explode. So you can do a few different things with this. You can take a fork and poke holes all around it, or you can take a knife and poke holes around. I like to take a knife and just poke some little slits here so it looks more neat, and you can just do that. Now we need to stick it into the oven for about 45 minutes, and then it should be ready to enjoy. Our pie is done and it's ready to go into the oven, but I just wanted to remind you guys, don't forget to put tin foil around the edges of the pie, because if you leave that off, your pie could get burnt around the edges. So you're gonna leave that on and bake it for about 30 minutes. Then you're gonna take the pie out and take the tin foil off, and then bake it for another 15 minutes. And also, if you want, you could add some cinnamon sugar on top just to give it a little extra flavor, and that should be pretty good. So here is our finished pie, and all we need to do now is cut it up and eat it.
I wonder how it's gonna taste.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it tastes good.
Okay, the pie is ready.
Ooh.
I hope it's good.